February 11th, 2011, we headed down to Rogers Arena to meet Dan Murphy from Sportsnet. Here's what transpired. I'm here with Dan Murphy from Sportsnet, the guy that everybody sees for all Sportsnet Vancouver Canuck games.
Yeah. I don't know if you call me the face of the Canucks, like John's Shorthouse is the voice of the Canucks, but
well, yeah, I'd say
unfortunately people see me first.
Do you ever say the phrase "win to turd"?
Win to turd? No, I haven't said it, but I understand how funny people think that is, and I think that comes after the slew foot. That was the other one that people loved making fun of Alex for. So people want me to interview Alex and ask him about that. They always like interviews of Michael Samuelsson because sometimes it's painful but funny.
Is Samuelsson really like that, like off camera, where he's just like he's straight to the point?
Yeah. Oh, he's totally like that. I mean, it's great. It's funny because it's obviously he didn't do a ton of interviews in Detroit. Now he's getting asked every day to talk. But I think it's refreshing when a guy is a little bit different than all the rest.
Yeah, for sure. Who would win in a fight? Don Cherry, Don Taylor?
Oh, Don Cherry. Yeah, I think so. Maybe Don Taylor's a lot more fit, but I think that Don Cherry's a lot more angry, and he's a big dude still.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Henrik or Daniel?
I'm going to go with Daniel just for the namesake, and that he's a little bit younger. Yeah. Henrik's a little bit older, so I think that the name Dan and just being slightly younger would help him out.
Mike Gillis or Brian Burke?
Oh, I'm going to pass on this one. I'm going to pass on that one.
For the safety of
my job.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you training for the UFC?
I am not training for the UFC.
You do look like you're...
Yeah, I'm still pretty, 185 pounders that are slow with no punching power don't do very well in the UFC.
Greatest Canucks player of all time?
Well, I'm just going to go personal. I think the most exciting of all time was Bure. I think probably the face of the Canucks of all time is probably Trevor Linden. But for me, I'm going to say Henrik Sedin.
What about voice?
Voice, well, I mean, with all due respect to my friend John Shorthouse, who I've worked closely with for 15 years, I think even he wouldn't get pissed off if I said Jim Robson.
Can you get me a discount at the Canucks store?
It's kind of like buying booze for minors. You could tell me outside, I could go in and buy it and maybe bring it back out.
Okay.
But I don't think I could go in with you and get you the discount. See, that's the thing. I don't work for the team. I can't pull strings for free tickets and stuff like that.
That was my next question.
As much as all my friends think I can,
yeah,
they don't just give away tickets to the broadcasters.
They're not like, would you ever take a job with the Flames?
Would I ever take a job with the Flames?
The Leafs?
Again, broadcast, I mean, I had a chance to work out there with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, and I didn't go. I'd work for anybody for enough money. Well, I would love to live in Chicago or New York, so I could work for either one of those teams.
Open.
And
watching this?
That's Rangers, not Islanders.
Yes, good to point out.
Yeah.
Do you think TSN's one up, one down sounds dirty?
The title of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you can see that. Okay. Well, there's a lot of phrases in hockey that probably sound a little bit dirty, but...
Is that hard for Don Taylor not to giggle a little when he's...
Yes, Don does giggle a lot, like a small schoolgirl.
Do you ever rub Manny Malhotra's head for good luck?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I don't know about that. I don't know if he's got a rule where you can't touch his head or not, but...
Since you're training for the UFC, we already established that.
Yeah.
Which Canuck player do you think you could take out?
Which Canuck player could I take out if it was a UFC fight? I'm just probably try to pick on the smallest guy.
Tambellini, he's pretty small.
Yeah, but he's fit. He could outlast me. If I didn't take him down right away, he'd probably finish me.
Which player gives you the hardest time off camera? Or even on?
Kessler, Bieksa, but it's not in a bad way. But yeah, they'll hold you accountable for something to say.
Hit you in the shins for
all the time. There's different arenas. Like Dallas is a horrible one. They walk by you facing you.
Yeah.
So they can slash you on the shins. When you're on the ice doing the opposing team bench interview, they'll fire pucks at your ankles.
Really?
Yeah. You get all that.
Things you don't see on camera.
They'll spray snow on you. So yeah, they all like to do that.
So Dan, when you're done with your job, do you think I could have it?
You would have to talk to my boss.
Would you be able to put a good word in for
me?
I
could put a recommendation in.
Okay.
All right.
Just this guy that you met online.
Exactly.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I think that's all I've got here. Other than one other question for you. Would you play a game of mini stick hockey with me in the Sportsnet office real quick?
One shot for one goal.
I'll
give you that.
Goal.
But do you have the sticks?
I got the sticks.
Okay. I'll take the shot and try to score. Hawkins never had a chance.
Red!